You've seen the videos, the sun-drenched cliffs, the perfectly curated campsites, the ridiculously expensive rigs gliding effortlessly through paradise. It's the dream, right? The ultimate escape? Well, let me tell you, that dream usually skips over a few hard truths. Overlanding is fantastic, but it's not all golden hour drone shots and artisan coffee. In fact, it's often more mechanical stress, logistical headaches, and frankly, just more fancy car camping than anyone ever lets on. All right, let's get this one out of the way first. The gear acquisition syndrome. It's a real disease, and it's probably the biggest trap in this entire hobby. Beginners drop thousands on rooftop tents, fancy fridges, and recovery boards before they spent one night actually out there. Here's the truth. 90% of overlanding, especially for beginners, can be done in a stock four-wheel drive, or honestly, even a capable Subaru with just basic camping gear. And here's the kicker. All that heavy, expensive gear, it kills your fuel economy, it stresses your suspension, and it makes your vehicle handle like a brick at highway speeds. More gear doesn't always mean more capability. Often it means more problems. Start small, learn what you actually need. You scroll through Instagram and it's all campfires and epic views, right? Well, overlanding, by its very definition, is vehicle-based travel. And travel means driving, a lot of driving. The grind is real. You will spend 6, 8, 10 hours a day in a vibrating, noisy cabin. Sometimes it's scenic, sometimes it's just a road. If you don't genuinely enjoy the act of driving, the focus, the monotony, and yes, the fatigue that absolutely comes with it, you might find overlanding feels less like an adventure and more like a very long, dusty commute. Be prepared for the journey, not just the destination. This isn't a question of if it will break, but when. Even the most bulletproof Toyota or Land Rover will eventually succumb to washboard road fatigue, unexpected obstacles, or just plain bad luck. Those constant vibrations will rattle bolts loose, they'll kill alternators, they'll pop tires. You don't need to be a master mechanic to overland, but let me be clear. If you can't change a tire, plug a leak, or jumpstart a dead battery in the dark, in the middle of nowhere, you're not overlanding, you're just waiting to be rescued. And trust me, that's not a fun wait. Learn the basics, carry the right tools. Your life and your trip might depend on it. All right, let's talk about the unspoken truth. The one that no amount of fancy gear can solve: bathroom logistics. No matter how expensive your rig, how many thousands of dollars you've spent on accessories, you still have to deal with human waste. Finding a discreet place to go in increasingly popular dispersed camping areas is tough, and frankly, irresponsible if you're not prepared. Following leave no trace principles often means carrying out your own waste, whether that's in a rig or a portable toilet. It's the least glamorous part of the lifestyle. It's messy, it's smelly, and it's absolutely essential to be prepared. Be responsible, and don't expect the porcelain throne out there. Many people realize too late that overlanding is, well, it's essentially just camping with extra steps and more chores. Every single morning, if you're moving, that involves breaking camp. That means folding up the rooftop tent, securing every single loose item inside and outside the vehicle, checking tire pressures, reorganizing the kitchen. It's a process. If you move every day, you'll spend a significant portion of your adventure time just packing, unpacking, setting up. It's part of the game, but don't expect to roll out of bed and immediately hit the trails without some serious elbow grease first. Embrace the routine or you'll quickly burn out. Okay, this one might come as a little bit of a sting for some, but it needs to be said. There's a strange underlying tension in the overland community, a bit of gatekeeping. You'll encounter people who will subtly or not so subtly judge your rig because it doesn't have a specific brand of fridge, or your rooftop tent isn't hard shell, or you only go to national parks and forest roads. Some believe it's not real overlanding unless you're crossing international borders or forging new paths. But here's the truth. Ignore the labels. Whether you call it boondocking, off-roading, vehicle-dependent travel, or overlanding, the goal is the same: getting outside, exploring, and having an adventure. Don't let anyone diminish your experience because your rig isn't a six-figure custom build. The best overland rig is the one you already have. Finally, and this is a big one, relying solely on modern tech like GPS apps, satellite communicators, or even Starlink can be a false safety net. And when that safety net fails, disaster can follow. Electronics overheat, batteries die, signals get lost. Starlink needs a clear view of the sky, which you won't always have. The hard truth is you need to carry paper maps. You need to know how to use a compass, and you need to always tell someone your last known point and your expected return time. Your phone is not a lifeline if it's dead or has no signal. Redundancy is key when you're truly out there. Be self-reliant, not just tech-reliant. So those are 7 hard truths about overlanding that you might not hear in the polished highlight reels. Does this mean overlanding isn't amazing? Absolutely not. It's one of the most rewarding ways to explore. But going in with your eyes wide open, understanding the realities, it'll make your experience so much better. It's about being prepared, being resourceful, and embracing the entire journey, the good, the bad, and the muddy. What hard truths have you learned while overlanding? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more overlanding tips, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out. We'll see you on the trails.